Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Now, it's no secret that here on Moorlander EDC there's three things that particularly stir my enthusiasm. I love bags, I love watches, and I also love wallets. One of my favouriteest wallets is from a company called Ekster. This is the Ekster Cardholder wallet. It's a very nice, elegant, minimalist wallet that I carry a lot. But they have just brought out a new updated version. You have now the option between the standard and the pro, and I thought this would be useful so we can have a look at the differences between the two if you're thinking about picking up either of these. So let's take a closer look. Now, to be clear, so that we're singing from the same hymn sheet, just to show you the differences between them, it's first useful to clarify which one is which. The one on the left hand side here, which has this card holder plate with a kind of this really nice rainbowed oil slick look to it, this is the standard version, whereas the gunmetal version here on the right, it's actually, sorry, this isn't the gunmetal version, this is one of the green versions, I think it's forest green. This is the pro version. They do share a lot of similarities, so probably useful to go through some of those similarities first, and then we'll have a quick look at the differences. Now, as far as the construction is concerned, both of these are constructed in exactly the same way. They're constructed from 6061 T6 aluminium, which is an aluminium that is well known, one, for being tough, and two, for being reasonably light. You'll find a lot of flashlights that we've looked on the channel a lot in the past are all made from the same type of aluminium. They're available in lots of different colours. Now, I did mention the gunmetal version, and that's because they have also sent to me the gunmetal version here. If I take this out, here we have the gunmetal version here as well, but there are, and when I say plenty of different colours of these, there really are plenty of different colours, and you can not necessarily mix and match. However, you'll notice that they have different versions of these faceplates as well, or these different card holder plates. If you have a few of these, it's very simple to be able to take them off and to be able to swap them over. As far as the size is concerned, hopefully having these next to each other the way that they are like this, and if I was to put a card here on the top, you'll be able to see how they compare to a standard credit or debit card. The footprint looking at them like this from this profile is identical, maybe a fraction of a millimetre out, but for all intents and purposes they are exactly the same size. Getting into the differences though, one of the main differences between the two is the capacity for the cards. Generally, how I carry my cards, I generally tend to have 6 cards. I don't have very many cards. I like a minimalist wallet, and carrying 6 cards is fine for me. I carry 2 in the front here in this in the card holder plate. What this does is allows me to have instant access to the credit and debit card that the debit card that I use the most, and then I also have my driving license at the back. I like this feature. It works exactly the same on here. You can put your cards into here. It's always tricky when you put them in at first, but once you've got them in, there's certainly no issues. So they're the 2 cards that I keep here at the front. The other cards, which are the cards that I use least, I have in here. The way that this works is you actuate the little button here on the side, and boop, your cards pop out through the top. The capacity on the website for this says between 1 to 12 cards. The capacity for the Pro is 1 to 14 cards. So here are the 2 cards that I carry. I'm going to throw in an extra 2 cards. Now, obviously this isn't going up to the full capacity, but you'll see with those extra cards in there, it works in exactly the same fashion, just being able to pop those out. It's very nice. In fact, I will say that I've got quite a few friends that when they've seen me use these wallets, and that kind of little pop out where the cards just go, hello, like that, It definitely gets people talking, and I think that's one of the nice things about these. If you like to have something that's just a little bit different, then using these type of card holders from Ekster certainly does just separate you from everybody else. And that's one of the major differences between the two. Now, originally when I was talking about the measurements on the front, looking at it this way, they are exactly the same. As you can imagine, because this card holds 2 less than this one. There's roughly, I think it's, I tried to measure it this morning, but I will leave the exact measurements down here for you. But it's roughly a millimetre or 2 difference between them. Now, if you wanted it to be even less and you just carried, say, 5 or 6 cards and you put them into here, you can take this plate off the front and you can shave down a little bit of that space as well. Now, one of the beauties of the 6061 T6 aluminium is it does have some RFID blocking qualities. So if you put cards into either of these and somebody tries to scan the card whilst it's in your pocket, it will block those signals. So it does mean that if you want to use your card, you do have to take it out. You can't just kind of keep one in the front and maybe just tap this when you're making a purchase. You have to make sure that you move it out. This panel here on the front as well here, this will also block those RFID blocking, RFID signals. So with this one, you just have to take it out again. You can just make a quick payment, or if you're stopped or somebody asks for your ID, then you can quickly show it to them, and then, you know, you can go about your business. One of the other differences as well is, now I'm guessing this must be directly from some feedback from other customers. Personally, I will say I have never had any issues with this, but I do like the fact that Ekster aren't one to sit back on the laurels and just go, look, it's fine. They've decided that there is a difference between the buttons here down on the left hand side. So I'm going to take the cards out here for us. Well, actually, let's put a couple. No, I've started, so I might as well finish now. Let's put these back in here. As you've seen, to get your cards out, you press this and it pumps out your cards, and it will also splay them as well. You might not be able, hopefully you can see that I've got these magnetic strips on the side there. The button that is used on the standard version is a tough resin. Well, tough resin is just a posh word nowadays because people don't like to use the plastic word. But it uses a tough resin button here that pushes these out. Whereas with the Pro version, instead, all of this is made from the same aluminium. So if there were any certain concerns that after a while this would have any issues, then, you know, they've updated that, and that's one of the other differences between the two. In fact, the two main differences really are that the standard is 1 to 12 cards, whereas the Pro is 1 to 14 cards, and the standard still uses the original button here on the left hand side, whereas the Pro version uses an all metal button. Now, it's not just the button as well, it's the internals. So what you probably not, let's see if you can see that. Can you see down in there? There's a bit of a glint there where, yeah, that's the perfect shot there, where it just, you can see that metal bit. In the standard version, see if we can get this, it's very dark in there. In the standard version, the slider that it uses is plastic as well, so they've fully updated all of the internal workings within the Pro version as well. Now, whichever way you go, I think as far as a really nice EDC setup is concerned, yeah, it just screams a bit of maturity, which I'm certainly lacking here on my channel, but it screams some maturity and it screams some elegance, and I don't use the term elegant enough here on Moorlander EDC, but maybe I should do, but for wallets like this, it's certainly the perfect word for them. The beauty with either of these wallets is whether you go for the standard or whether you go for the Pro, you're still going to end up with an exceptionally good wallet. It just comes down to some small quality of life features, whether you prefer to have a few more cards in there, whether you'd prefer it to be a little bit slimmer, whether you prefer to go for the original button or whether you prefer to go to the all metal button. Either way, you're still going to end up with an exceptionally well engineered wallet that will last the test of time, and plus will make sure that whatever information that you have within here, because of those RFID blocking qualities, you're going to make sure that you are nice and safe. Excellent wallets. Now, Currently, as it is, Ekster are doing both their Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend. It's already started early. I think at the moment these are roughly about 40% off. They've been good enough to provide me with an exclusive code. If you check the description below, you'll be able to see the exclusive code, which can actually get you up to 50% off, which is always nice. And I think at this point, it's certainly right of me to thank Ekster for being able to give that code to you guys. I've worked with them for a while now. They're an awesome company, and I certainly want to thank them for the stuff that we've done through 2024, and I look forward to the stuff that we're going to be doing through 2025. So yes, those links will be below, and the discount code, which can get you up to 50% off during this sale. I think after the Black Friday sale, it'll still give you a little bit more discount, but it won't give you the full up to 50% off. So yes, links are below. I'll leave some of my social media links below so that you can see more from me here on Moorlander EDC and my sister channel, Moorlander Tactical. And whether you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. RFID blocking features. Boom. That turned into a bit of Mario Fort there. A lot of pesky Oh. Hi, on today's episode of Out in the Wilderness Fishing. I look like I should be doing who is it John someone that does the oh, you know what I mean. My brain doesn't work. The salmon guy that beat up the bear, and oh, anyway. Where were we? At a Biden moment. Anyway. Remember, Randy, remember. The beauty of... I think this is coming out on the Wednesday. Happy Hump Day to everybody. If it does come out on the Wednesday. I'm pretty sure that it's going to come out on Wednesday. Anyway, which is Thanksgiving Eve, if that's a thing. So I hope all of the people in North America have an awesome Thanksgiving. Cool. See you in a bit. Rich yet now. Bye.